What was the challenging path to becoming a medieval knight? Have you ever wondered what it took to become a knight in medieval Europe? The journey was not just about wearing shiny armor and wielding a sword. It was a long and demanding process that began in childhood. Let's break down the stages that shaped these warriors. The first step on this path started around the ages of 7 to 10. Young boys, often from noble families, became pages. As pages, they served a local lord or knight. This was not just about running errands. They learned essential skills like horse care, hunting, and how to handle mock weapons. They also received lessons in manners and the early principles of chivalry, which emphasized honor, courage, and courtesy. Once they proved themselves as pages, they moved on to the next stage, becoming squires, usually between the ages of 14 and 18. This was a significant leap. As squires, they served a fully fledged knight directly. They assisted with armor, weapons, and horses. This period was intense, filled with physical training and combat skills. Squared off against each other, they practiced with swords, lances, and shields. They also learned horseback riding and jousting techniques. Education in chivalry continued, and they gained practical battlefield experience whenever possible. The transition from squire to knight was marked by a special ceremony called dubbing, typically occurring between the ages of 18 and 21. This ritual was significant. A lord or senior knight would perform it, symbolically striking the squire's shoulder with a sword. The new knight would receive a sword and sometimes land or pay. This moment was not just ceremonial. It was a pledge to uphold the chivalric code, which demanded bravery, loyalty, and protection of the weak. After becoming knights, these men served as elite soldiers in battles and wars. They also enforced local law and order, guarding castles and serving their lords. Knights had to maintain their equipment and horses, which often required attendants or squires to help them. Tournaments and jousts were common, serving as both training and public displays of skill. The path to knighthood was challenging. Physical demands included developing endurance, strength, and combat skills through daily exercises like running, jumping, and wrestling. Mastery of horseback riding was essential, as knights fought mounted on powerful war horses. These horses were expensive and needed careful training. Knights also had to internalize the ideals of chivalry, balancing martial skills with virtues like mercy and honor. It is important to note that knighthood was often limited to those of noble birth or wealth. The costs of armor, weapons, and horses were high. While some knights gained their title through valor on the battlefield or purchase in later periods, the traditional route remained demanding and selective. In summary, the journey to becoming a medieval knight was filled with years of disciplined training from childhood, education in combat and conduct, formal recognition through ceremony, and lifelong service to a lord or monarch. Each step was vital in shaping the knights who would play significant roles in the power dynamics and conflicts of medieval Europe.